doesn't it?
Sounds like a pleather.
Ooh, yeah.
All good?
Yes, sir. Hey, y'all. What up, though, everybody?
What's going on? I'll be right.
You was not here last week.
I was not here last week. I was out of town last week, and I had a wonderful time. I hope you missed me because I missed both of you, but I'm back this week.
Oh, Harry.
Mm-hmm.
How you gonna make me go to Atlanta?
You know, I went to go just check on things down there. That's soon about to probably be my new home, so I had to go check on a few things.
Oh, really?
And make sure everything was going smoothly, which it is. So.
Oh, excuse me. So when are you planning to take that hike?
Whenever you give me the boot. When you give me the boot. When do I have to have my things packed? Because you know I only had that drawer for you, so.
I'm trying to tell you. Yes, I was upset about that drawer.
I know you were very upset about that one drawer. But
seriously.
I know you were.
Really?
I know you were.
That's not enough space for a woman.
That's enough space, Tanya.
For the moment.
You can tuck and roll the little things that you have.
Forget that. What am I tuck and roll? A whole outfit, and you just iron it.
Well, I'll let you know when I'm leaving, and then we can.
What is it? This year or next year?
Is it this year? Is it this month? That's what you better ask me. Is it this month?
This month?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, time waits on no one.
I guess not.
I'm not.
Well, you'll be springing stuff on people. You don't do stuff like that.
No. I've been slowly telling you. You haven't been paying attention. Yeah. Like Ayala said, you didn't see the signs.
No. You said something about going down there. I knew you knew people down there, but you wasn't making it seem like you was finna make a transition.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's time to make a transition.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going there or either to Florida.
Well, mine's I would like Florida.
Okay, well you
you
can come wherever I go, so
I don't know.
You know we got this thing going on.
Oh no.
We got this thing going on. This unheard of thing we have going on. So wherever I go, you can go. How about that?
Okay, long as I got room in the closet.
You got room in the closet. We're
Thank
gonna
you.
Make you a closet.
All right.
All right.
Mm-hmm. And shout out to Nick. He's a little under the weather.
I know. I told when he said he wasn't coming earlier, he said he had a cold. I thought colds were played out.
And he was looking at you. He messaged back like,
and
what?
He said, huh? I'm like, well, who's heard of a cold lately?
Yes.
We've either heard of Corona or Corona.
Uh-huh.
We haven't heard of anything in between. We haven't heard about the flu is played out.
Yes.
Everything is played out except for Corona.
You hear me?
The signs of Corona. So
yes.
It was like, okay, well, a cold. Okay, it's been a minute since I heard of a cold.
Yeah.
But I get my flu shot and had my Corona.
Oh my God, yes, so, he got all of that up in him.
I feel like one old,
Superman.
I feel like one old vaccinated dog.
You won't get rabies by him if he bites you.
You won't get rabies by. I might bite you, but you won't get nothing. How about that?
Yeah, his sinuses was acting up really bad.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can
plant and all that different type of debris in there, and he said the change of the weather, you know what I'm saying, and then the asthma, he has a slight bit of asthma, so he said, I'm going to urgent care, I ain't coming in.
Oh, he had to go to urgent care?
Yeah, he suggested, I said, you need to get up and go right now, and get that out the way so you can, take care of and just clog.
Right, you don't want a sinus
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
no.
I mean, that's one of the worst things you can have.
I guarantee you, and a headache,
the headache, I've had a couple encounters with those, but my sinuses and my allergies, they come on later in life.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up with those things, so it's like when they come upon me now, I have to stop and think, do I have a cold? And then I have to realize, those are sinuses.
So that's probably what it is with him.
Right.
I don't believe it's a cold like you said.
I told you colds are played out.
No, it is. I think it is the allergy thing.
Allergy or Corona.
Uh-huh.
One or the other.
No, Jesus, don't say that word.
We know he doesn't have Corona, so, we're not even going to
No, he does not.
We're not even going to
No, he just be like, he be trying out, like, is it draining out? He was like, no. Yeah, I'm just going to go to
It might be a bad party problem.
Maybe.
Uh-oh.
He be doing what he do now. He be
shaking
it up. He be like, Ty, I want you to come back and be like, boy, I am not finna go with you. Dang, leave me alone.
And let you sleep.
And then you did not, you only let me see a picture of Ray. How dare you? You know he looked like that's your cousin or somebody.
Oh, did he?
Baby, I thought it was you for a minute. I was like, oh, you look like the villain, Thratos? Right
Oh
here.
my God.
You look like Thanos. Is that his name?
Thanos, right.
Thanos.
Oh, so
right
I'm looking
here.
like the villain today?
You Thanos.
Okay.
And you show me a picture
Ray,
of him.
she says you're looking like Thanos.
Like you.
And for those who don't know Thanos, from what? What's that? The Avengers.
Yeah,
right.
in games.
Right.
You.
But you know, again, he was what? He was the villain, but at the end, he was what? Everybody's favorite.
Oh, he was sweet as
All
pie.
he wanted to do was be loved.
Oh,
All he wanted to do
but they
was
cut
be
his
loved.
head off, so
But
he
they
wasn't.
Hopefully it doesn't get that
Thanos.
far. Hopefully it doesn't get that far, Tanya.
Ooh.
Hopefully it does not get that far.
That is so
So
funny.
how was your week?
My week was restless.
It was restless.
Yeah. I didn't get enough sleep
Okay.
this week.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just tiring. You know, it was just like my body didn't want to just shut it down, you know.
Okay.
And then I got a lot of homework that I'll be doing with this school. And I was being disobedient with my homework because some days I have to get it in on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. And I wanted to get everything done by Thursday so that I could have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off.
Okay.
But I've been slipping. So I was up doing homework at like 11 o'clock, reading and stuff. I said, you can't read stuff and you want to absorb it really good
Not
at 11 o'clock.
Not at 11 o'clock.
No, you cannot do that.
That's a little bit too late to absorb anything.
Anything.
What's
I
some
was
Z's?
like,
It's some
I was
snores.
like this. D, duh, we. I was like, man, forget it. So
You gotta take that easy. You gotta pace yourself, and you gotta, do it at the right time where you can, get those things in your head. And uh-oh.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
Jackie.
hey! I done quit that. You heard me? I have graduated from that.
What from turning? I know, and I'm trying to be grown, but I'm watching it now. I'm messing up now. So
Yeah.
but,
How was your week? Since you out of the blue, Atlanta or Florida?
Well, my week was good. My week was really good. What day did I get back? I got back Wednesday.
What? This
And
Wednesday?
ever since then, I've been pretty much,
Pretty much what?
preparing for a house sale. So, it's been this and that with the realtor, getting this and that together. But things have been good. It was a pretty good week.
So we gonna get a pretty penny off of our house that we finna sell. We
so
gonna get a
so
pretty
you may be
penny.
able to have more than a drawer.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I
looking
told
up. It's
y'all,
looking up for
build
you.
a closet.
It's
I'm
looking
trying to
up for
tell you.
I'm gonna get you a shipping container to put all your stuff in.
Sure.
They are cheap.
Are they cheap, Dave?
Oh yeah, you can buy them now for like $500.
Okay, because they were
David.
cheap before.
David.
They were not cheap
Did you
before.
just come in and laugh at his joke
He did.
about what you call it, a shipping
A
what?
shipping container.
Oh my God, that little metal box.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're sitting in one.
this one right here.
This is
The
a
shipping container company.
Yeah.
Oh,
These are
okay.
all. It's 22 shipping containers
Yeah.
all put together.
Oh, this is neat. I
So
never
I could
really.
put you on a 1-bedroom in the back.
No.
There are people that build
that's
houses out of
too-
these.
Yeah, yeah. And those houses are quite expensive.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying I didn't know the market had the price had kind of went down on them because they were
They were a few grand.
Yeah.
Well, but the problem is with all of the tariffs and trade wars and all that kind of stuff,
Okay.
they're all just sitting around. And so I mean it's
So they're up for grab now.
yeah.
Okay.
Ain't
Tanya,
that something? Well, I do have enough stuff. It could fit in here. Yeah,
you could fill that up.
I could fill it up. You know what I'm saying? I could fill it up,
Yeah,
especially with my shoes. So,
I'm
you know.
always surprised by both how large this is and how small it can be. Sometimes.
And just to think you can.
So
stack
is this
stuff.
one right here, Dave?
Yes.
Is this one container right here that we're sitting in?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
And so all the kitchens that are downstairs are
Right.
each built
Are each
in
built
one
in one
container. You know, so
container.
the oven, the stovetops, and all that crap, and
Right.
the people are all, yeah.
in one? Wow, very creative.
Very creative.
Yes, yeah.
Who
This
would've
is an
thunk- who would've
awesome
thunk it,
building,
Tanya?
and is it steel?
Yeah.
It's like steel
It's metal.
instead of brick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Or
Well, I
wood.
mean, that was part of the whole the whole gist of it being steel, it being very durable, it being very cheap, and you can kind of customize them how you want.
Oh,
Because it's like room on top of room, so it's kind of like
I see.
you know,
Well, because
modular homes.
you think about it. I mean, like, so this, like I said, it's a shipping container. One end is cut off, replaced with a glass wall.
Exactly.
Couple of cutouts to put the windows in. But like, I mean, but that's the thing. It's a big metal box.
Yeah.
Like if I don't leave the air on, like I usually turn the air up pretty high.
Right.
But like the other day I forgot and I left it on heat and I left it on 60. Well, but it doesn't vary. So like if it's on heat, it's on heat, whatever. Well, I walked in here and the room temp was 97, 98 degrees.
It went up.
Well, you're in a big metal
Because
box,
it's
so
metal,
on a sunny day,
Wow.
this gets hot as hell.
Wow.
So sometimes it's, we've just come out of winter, but sometimes it's warm, it's hot.
Oh, yeah?
It's hot, it's warm. And then, it's the hot flash container.
Who knew? This is some good information for me. So when I need, if I
But that's why
go out to Florida, I'll be to get one of these. And go.
We're not living in a shipping container in Florida.
But that's why there's so much
Travel
soundproofing in here.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
again, big metal box.
Wow.
So, there's a, 3/4 inch rubber pad underneath the carpeting to absorb the sound from coming up.
Oh.
That's why I did the walls and the ceiling. Like this is the only studio where we did the ceiling, just to help deaden sound. And that's why
Good
I've got
job.
these standing in front of it because glass is a horrible reflector when it comes to sound.
I agree.
So yeah.
Oh,
So
good
just trying to cut
job.
and insert.
And the food here is great.
Oh, the food here is wonderful. What have you had?
The what do you call? It's on a chicken on a stick. I don't know.
Chicken.
Oh, her the walking chicken fingers
I guess so.
from
Chicken on the stick. From
yeah.
Coop.
Probably
They're good.
either Coop or Bangkok because I think
in the corner, the catty corner next to the jerk chicken. Right,
Oh,
right?
so that's Bangkok.
So that's
Yep.
Bangkok.
Bangkok.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
they Bangkoked it up for
They
me.
Bangkoked it
Okay,
up.
Oh, yeah, so
it's
They
like
banged it
10
out.
on for 10.
They banged it out for you.
she is
Banged it
phenomenal. She's a James Beard nominated chef. She's
Okay.
dude. I always joke that. In fact, we talk all the time when I'm here. She's the Asian grandmother I never knew I needed. Like it's yeah.
Good. But
Oh,
I was
What?
doing some research.
Uh-oh. Professor Tanya,
Yes,
what you
I
got
forgot
for
my
us?
glasses.
What you got for us? Where's your
But-
lab coat?
I'm trying to tell
You're
you.
about to dissect this, I know.
Do you guys think you would ever go vegan?
It's not that
Jesus, that was a deep breath.
It's a possibility. I think if I had the right tools and the right chef and the right people around me, I mean, it's going to take a village for me to go vegan, I think.
Oh,
I mean, I'll have a vegan meal.
Yeah, I'll have
now
a
and
vegan
then,
meal.
but
To say I'm going completely vegan.
like
and then,
I like steak.
I love
I
steak.
like ribs.
I love ribs.
I mean,
I love
dude,
chicken.
I like grilling up some chicken. Like
I like a pat of butter.
right. Like dude. I got 2 grills and a smoker.
Right.
I like.
and it's one of those things that I don't knock it, but you may not have to tell me. Let me enjoy it and then say, well, you just had a porterhouse steak and it was actually a mushroom.
So and I've had people
Right.
no because
Turn off.
if you know ahead of time it gives you a preconception. So
Yeah.
I actually had somebody grab they grabbed 2 Whoppers for me. One that was regular and one that was the impossible whatever it was. And I was like, and you can't tell me which is which, and they have to be in identical containers and yada yada yada.
Ooh.
I totally knew. I
Totally new.
totally knew.
The texture.
It's different. And it's and it's not bad, but it's not.
It's not a.
It's not a burger.
It's not a burger.
Yeah.
Right.
There's that what is it? Chili mustard onions
Oh,
down
now,
here
that I do love.
that do the
you?
the vegan
Have you
coney
had the
joint.
gyro? Have you had the gyro from there?
No,
I've had a gyro from there. Very good.
interesting.
So lamb,
I've
they
had
took out the
coney
lamb.
fries. The conies from there, very good.
See but it's not a coney
Well,
because
what
it
did
ain't a
they
hot
use?
dog. It ain't
Tofu?
chili.
It's a oni.
It's a phony, is what it
It's a
is.
phony.
Did they
But
put?
it was good, Dave. It was good. Have you seen his commercial?
No,
He had a little commercial with
Excuse me.
Chevrolet. So
Okay.
maybe we can
Excuse
shout out
me.
to Chili Mustard Onions. Maybe we
Oh,
can
get
a
out
couple
of here!
vegan burgers.
Did they put some tofu? What did they replace that
Well,
mess
you know
with?
it's the Impossible Burger.
I don't want to hear that.
I mean, it's impossible to replace a burger, but
But would you
You know.
believe? Would you believe that Lizzo went vegan last year?
no, because I saw Lizzo a few. And
she went vegan. Ursher did last year.
And why are we going vegan? Why are we going vegan when some vegan foods and the Impossible Burgers and this and that and the other are the same calories as meat? Well, and you have more protein
and more chemicals and more all that other. Yeah.
It's some, you gotta remember it's something being made up to be meat, so it's not meat. So yes, it's not meat, but what's being put into it?
But what is it?
To make meat. And again, I'm not knocking it. Like I said, I love a good vegan meal, but give me a steak and a good salad. To me, that's a well balanced. Give me some grilled chicken and a salad. That's a balance.
And I'm okay. Like you want to make a meal out of some giant ass portobello mushrooms or something, dude.
I mean, you
fine.
want to fucking play? Let's play. We can play.
Yeah, it's good, but
on a regular basis. Where you
on a regular basis.
I can understand a salad here and there. I like mushroom, but for me to just get rid of some baked fish, I'll just be like.
Well, I mean, that's the least of the worries is the baked fish. They come after the cow and the pig people.
Oh, well, I can understand that sometimes. You don't have to eat. When I was younger, it was no limit. Master P, it was no limit. But when you get older, hey, it's a limit to things. Yeah. And when you get older and you get educated on what you should intake in your body, then you can balance things out.
Well, and that's, I mean, and the other part of it is, okay, yeah, so you've got, all these chemicals and that kind of stuff in some of these vegan replacements, but it's not like meat hasn't changed over the last 50 years either.
Oh my God,
because you have all of the growth hormones, you have all of the, all of the antibiotics, all of the, everything that gets pumped into them now. I mean, so it's that's one of the arguments that you do hear about going, and it's funny because I got into this conversation with but meat and yada yada, all those chemicals, and I'm like, you're gonna look me dead in the eye and tell me that you're not a burger with all those chemicals. Like we're splitting hairs. We're comparing chemicals at that point.
What are we doing to make it taste like meat? If it's not meat, what is it? And yeah, you got you some soy, you got you some grain, but there are additives. There's this, there's that. So to me, it's like, you can have a steak, nothing happens to you. You can have a vegan burger, and some of the additives can have an adverse effect on you.
Wow.
And it can screw you up. And I mean, I'm just saying that can be the fluke of it.
Well, and and some of it, it had been probably, I want to say close to a year, maybe a year and a half since I had like a fast food burger. Just because I was doing a lot of cooking. Well, I've been cooking a lot over the course of the pandemic.
But you did have burger?
Fast food burger, right?
Yeah, so I went to a burger from Wendy's. Man, dude, Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich. Screw Popeyes, screw everybody. Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich is the shit.
That's the shit.
But I was like, you know what? I'm kind of hungry and I feel like a burger. Yeah, I'm right. Screw it. I'm gonna drive through. I'm gonna grab a Wendy's burger. And man, I had a headache like nobody's business.
Really?
And I posted something about it, and a lot of friends were like, "Dude, yeah, if you haven't had one, like your body almost builds up an immunity to that grease bomb and all that salt and all that everything." They were like, "Yeah, it probably spiked your blood pressure. It probably, did it." And I was like, "Oh yeah, like I hadn't thought about it."
A burger.
Oh yeah, because it's especially you got to remember. So Wendy's is the one that they never freeze anything, so it's always shipped fresh, which means it's got to have preservatives in it. It's got to have but it's. I mean, I'll still take a Wendy's burger over like a Big Mac.
Right.
Me too.
Well, I mean,
I
a Big
definitely
Mac,
would.
I mean, there's no meat in a Big Mac.
Yeah.
That little bitty patty and all that bread.
Yeah.
But I mean, what is what it used to be? Yeah. I feel like my grandmother when I was younger, she would always say, she'd do the little sucking of the teeth, and it's not like it used to be, and you used to roll your eyes and like, it's the same as it was a month ago, Grandma. But you have things nowadays that you eat and you taste and you like, it's not what it used to be. Or especially cereal.
Well, and some of it is memory.
God, especially.
Yeah. So I did in fact laughingly. So I did at the start of quarantine. One of the things I did is I got bored, and I got a grocery. Like I was doing Shipt and Instacart delivery for all that stuff. And so I just bought a bunch of random cereals that I used to love as a kid, and I was like, okay, we're gonna compare it to my memory of what it used to be.
Nothing's the same.
But then I went further and got like, what are they called? like SpaghettiOs. And do you remember like how much you loved SpaghettiOs and like Chef Boyardee ravioli?
I did not like SpaghettiOs. I did like beef ravioli.
Yep. And man, like and like they're nasty, and people were like, no, dude, that's your nostalgia. Like, no, they always sucked.
They always were nasty.
They were always wet noodles.
Our palates
You have to
changed.
doctor
We've
those
had a little
up.
bit better spaghetti since then.
Yeah, they were always wet noodles and ketchup. That's all they had.
Right. Wet noodles and ketchup with a little pepper.
Oh my God.
And that's it.
But they said RZA been vegan for over 20 years.
Lizzo?
RZA.
Oh yeah, RZA from Wu-Tang Clan.
Yes.
Yeah.
For over 20 years.
Well, I mean, you know, it's one of those in and out crazes. You know, everybody's been a vegan once or twice or one day or 2 days.
Oh, I knew a girl who was vegan when I was living in D.C. in the early 90s.
Well, salad
Oh, yeah,
was getting on my nerves.
Yeah. I mean, it's,
where's the variety in it?
well, first it was just vegetarian.
Yep.
And then there's vegan.
Yes, that's true. It's two of them. They said that's true.
So
those two.
Vegan is a little harsher than your vegetarian.
Yes.
Because that's no dairy.
That's nothing that comes from animal. So basically, they drink coffee and smoke a lot.
Right.
Well, you know what they say? Zach
much,
Efron.
That's every vegan I've ever known.
pretty much
They drink
right.
coffee. They drink a lot of coffee and they smoke a lot.
Zach
They
Efron
eat
said,
French fries.
"Oh my
Because
God,
again, where are my skinny vegans at?
they are out there though."
They're out there.
Yeah, this guy he
They're too
said
weak
that.
to get up.
Yes, it says it boosts your metabolism and gives you a lot of energy. You know,
Well, I mean,
without the meat, because the meat makes
Slows
you
down.
sluggish.
Well, it's the processing period they say about the meat, the digestion period.
But if you got something to help you digest it,
and that's the salad.
you know what I'm saying, something that you put in there to counterattack the stuck in the slow motion, then it won't be as slow.
Well, you know,
That's all the process of learning.
Incorporate warm things like tea. Why the Asian community's, body is smaller than Americans.
They got some big round ones though.
Well, yeah, they do.
They
But
be
they
eating
drink
bear and
tea
everything. I'm
with
like, what's the
their
matter with y'all?
foods. And you have to think about things. And I've said this before to a couple people. When, like, if we eat something greasy, if we eat something like a burger and fries or pizza, that has a lot of grease in it.
And you feel yourself lagging.
But wait, what happens when grease gets cold?
It
It gets hard. So if I'm eating pizza, if I'm eating fries, and that grease is in my digestive tract, and then I go grab a cold water, that cold water is going to solidify the grease in my system, which slows things down and gets stuck to your arteries. So that's why they say have tea, so that can help you digest things and push things through your system, which makes a lot of sense.
Well, and the other part of that is the caffeine.
And what is
caffeine
the
supposed to be good for you, though.
Because it jacks your
yeah. But I look at it
Caffeine.
more as the oil and the grease is not sitting in your arteries.
It's
in
able
your
to
throat.
move.
It's able to move and digest down to your intestines.
I agree.
Instead of sitting there and maybe waiting for your body to heat up.
Yes.
And then it can slowly move down.
I agree.
And when that grease gets in our system, that's probably a lot of times of what slows us down. Because we're not functioning properly because the grease holds you.
Yes.
And it
And
slows
then
our body down.
acid reflux and all those different things.
So I think we need to start trying tea. Even a
Or
green
what
tea,
about
a
warm?
black tea.
Remember when we talk about lemon water?
Or warm lemon water.
Warm
Well, anything
lemon water
that's going
will
to
work
help you
good.
digest that and have that oil and that grease move more productively through your system. So anything like that. So
I agree.
Yeah, there are some things that come with a better lifestyle, and there's some truth to some things.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not going vegan, Tanya. I'm gonna have me a nice steak and a nice salad.
Well, and that's the thing. I'm a huge.
I tried.
The thing I've learned as I've gotten older is, dude, it's everything in moderation. Like that's really what it comes down to.
It does.
So
balance.
So instead of, back in the old days, it was I'm going to live on steak and I'll have an occasional salad. Nah, have a lot of salads.
Have a lot of salads.
And have like steak once or twice a week.
Well, I tell you what.
Yeah.
I would say the Caucasians, as I was coming up, they would eat a lot of salads. And we would eat the macaroni and cheese, the the cornbread and everything.
Yeah,
I be looking at them. I was like, what is y'all doing?
We would have the greens.
You got this pasta.
But then we have somebody's
stuff
foot
over
in the
here.
greens.
Yeah.
You know, until we kind of
the greens supposed to help us move it down.
But yeah, but then if you have
salad in it, I was like, y'all like salad like that.
It's defeating the purpose to me because yes, you have the greens, but yes, you're overwhelming the greens with salt,
with sauce and
sodium,
salt, and
a little hoof.
Well, dude,
a little hair.
Well, and dude, I was Italian family, so yeah. I mean, salad was a part of every meal, but so was a shit ton of pasta, and and sausage and meatballs, and I mean,
So again,
y'all was some thick people in movies.
Everything in life should be a good balance, and I think everything should work out. And I mean, to me, you play that with every. Maybe you play that with every part of your life.
True.
A healthy balance.
True.
Of
everything,
fun, work,
but when we
eating.
When we were raised,
Kids,
we didn't know. Raised too, didn't nobody teach us about balancing it out?
No.
Warm, drinking something warm to help flush out your digestive system.
Because they can't teach you if they don't know.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's true. We know that, but at the same time, when you get older, some people still follow the same routines, which it may be a habit, but if it's not good for you, you should be able to break that habit because it's knowledge everywhere.
Remember, the key word is it's a habit.
Well,
so those habits are what you can't break because
you can't tell me you can't put stop eating chitlins.
Well, that's the people who say they can't stop smoking cigarettes. Why can't you stop smoking cigarettes? Because you're addicted. It's a bad habit.
Yeah.
I just don't want to.
Yeah.
You do?
I just don't want to quit.
I just don't want to.
You don't?
I love you. He loves
why? What does it do?
Because it keeps me from killing other people.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
That's his vice.
What is it? What I mean, what is it? The huff and the puff?
So honestly, it's not even so much about the smoking because like one of the things I've noticed a lot about myself over the course of this in particular is like I'll light one and then I won't smoke it. Like or I'll take
you wasting cigarettes.
Have you ever just had one in your mouth?
Yep. Or I'll just take a couple hits off of
have?
it, and like I'll take a couple. But it's the ritual. It's
the routine. It's the oral fixation.
Like I quit for 5 years at one point, and the entire 5 years I walked around with a pack on me.
Oh my God!
Because as long as I knew I could have one if I wanted to, it didn't matter that I didn't have one.
Okay, now we getting on habits, good habits and bad habits. I was trained to do exercising with cheerleading, softball, and basketball, different things like that. When I got older, I broke that. That habit didn't stay with me. So what is the habit? And we need that.
Well, but so that's the thing. Anything like a habit that requires, like especially physical activity. Well, no, just physical activity. Like so, that's when the mentality comes into play. That's when your mental health comes into play and that kind of stuff. Because like if you're depressed, no, man, I ain't going for a run. I'm sitting on the couch and watching the 13th episode of whatever's on Netflix. Like
whatever you've seen 13 of.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down and watch this 4-hour Justice League cut.
Right. Did you see that?
Oh,
did you see that?
No.
You did not see that?
I'm not ready for 4 hours yet.
It's so good.
It is so good.
Tanya, you watched it?
I watched it. But I did fall asleep at a certain part. I did.
Basically, what it taught us is that Joss Whedon does not like people of color.
Oh, okay.
Say what? Come again.
So the guy that did the theatrical release, Joss Whedon, was the one that came in and cut it all. Like, dude, where the hell was that Cyborg story?
Oh,
right. Because
in the
they
theatrical
were very
release,
in and out
what
with
the hell?
Cyborg.
Where
it was so to the point where they didn't even need to put it in.
Dude, this Snyder cut basically makes it his movie.
Okay.
I mean, it's so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is
good.
I mean, and it blended in so well. It wasn't like it added more to the movie.
It gave everybody a full arc.
Okay.
You hear me?
But especially him.
But it had to be, I'm telling you, it had to have more. In the parts that were put in there, it had action to it. I'm surprised you ain't watching, but you going to Atlanta and all that.
I'm going to quiz you on something next week.
Don't quiz me on nothing about this.
But I watched it.
I watched it. I did. I looked at it, but then I'm going to tell you the truth. I did go to sleep. I did.
Well, it's 4 hours. So
I was like this. But I watched it late.
In one whole day?
I actually watched it when I was running shows from home. And so I had that little break. I watch it for 50 minutes,
Okay.
and then I hit pause, walk back over to my home studio. Okay, hey, make sure this show's ending, next show's starting, life's good, get him up and running, walk back over to the couch, boop, watch another 50 minutes, hit pause, head over,
Yeah, and I'll probably have to do it in increments, but I plan on watching it.
What did you
But
just
there's
do?
a lot of, and then something else I want to watch this weekend that came out this evening or tonight, that Tina Turner documentary.
Yeah, Nicholas was on my head about that.
That came out.
Talking about I need to
It's
watch
today,
it. I'm
tonight.
like, boy.
I think so, yeah.
The 27th.
And somebody was just telling me about a Billie Holiday doc
Well,
that I gotta.
not the one from Hulu, but
Yeah.
a different one.
Yeah, or maybe it is the one from Hulu.
Oh,
Stop
the United States versus Billie Holiday.
Yes, that's
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's the one,
Oh,
Audra Day.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
so apparently I had to sit down and watch that.
And then the Genius History Channel, Genius on Aretha Franklin.
Okay. Oh, that was the other one. Yep.
Yeah, that was I enjoyed that.
Did you?
That. And when we start talking about, because I'm sure Tanya has a list for us about. We talk about relationships, Tanya.
Well, interracial relationships.
Well, let me just ask you this right quick.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching episode 5. I believe it was episode 5, and they had finally talked about Aretha Franklin's mother.
Oh,
And
Nicholas
what
mentioned
she
that.
was going into and dealing with, her father, C.L. Franklin, and when her mother was attempting to pull the kids out of the house and move away, the mother said something very profound. And like I said, every time we come here every week, we tend to talk about a list, and it has something to do with relationships. So I do like that topic. And just to always have insight on what people are thinking. So the mother said to Aretha as she grabbed her hand and walked out the door, she said to her, "Don't wait for bad to turn good." And I thought that, and I mean, we hear things like this in different ways and different fashions.
What do you mean?
but
Don't wait for bad.
Don't
like
wait for bad. Don't wait for
a
a
situation?
bad situation. Don't wait for bad in life to turn good. Don't sit around.
Don't expect that shit's going to change for the better.
Going to change.
Yeah.
Because she said that to her, and it hit home. And some things that I've gone through, or some things I'm going through, because you always have that candle burning for things to turn around, for things to go on the upside.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just have to be proactive, move on. See the signs and move on. But sometimes we wait around for that bad to turn good because we've invested our time, we've invested our energy.
True.
Anytime you deal with somebody, it's an investment. Small investment, bad investment. If I have spent 4 hours of my day with you, that's time I've invested in with you. And if I've spent 4 years with you, that's time I've spent with you as well. But it takes energy. It takes time. So anytime you take on something, seems to me that it's an investment. So it was just what she said, how she said it, how it was phrased, and how, to me, it was so profound and impactful, yet and still so simple.
Did it make you think
Oh,
or look
definitely.
into
Definitely.
your life,
Oh, definitely.
and say that sometimes you wasting your time.
You're wasting your time.
Sometimes you wasting your time.
You're wasting your time.
and
You're
the
wasting
energy.
your energy.
You
Yeah.
agree that you put in
definitely.
this situation and don't expect for it to flip and turn good, like Dave
But
just
a
said.
lot of times we do because we have faith.
Or wishful thinking.
Which and it's simple and dumb as that. We have wishful thinking. But, sometimes people are who they're going to be.
Yes.
Regardless what you say, how you say it, it is what it is. And yes, people may want to change, but sometimes people
Doesn't mean they will.
or the situation is what it is.
Yeah.
It
And
is
nothing
what it
can
is.
change. And then we wait around, we spend years, we want the best for ourselves. We want even the best for them sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's sometimes we don't want to feel like we're abandoning you.
But do you look at it like, I wouldn't say that you're wasting your time, because it's something that you have to learn out of it.
Yeah. Well, you should always learn something out of everything you deal
You
with.
have
but-
to have something in there where it's a benefit for you when it look like you at a disadvantage or anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's something that you getting from this.
Absolutely.
And you got to look
absolutely.
at it that way. But a lot of people don't look at it like it's something that you need to learn, something that you need to get at that moment,
Right.
instead of thinking that, oh, I want this person to change, or I want our situation to be better. Look at what you can learn from it.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
That people don't change.
That people don't change,
But
and
that's
that you're
the
wasting
old
your
age,
time.
And that you're wasting your time.
And that you should leave it alone.
Yeah,
When do you know when to leave something alone?
When you've had enough, but when do you have enough?
When do you have enough?
When you
some
hit your
people,
tolerance level.
When you hit your tolerance level.
Okay.
And what if you don't hit your tolerance level?
some people let their tolerance
you?
level. They let their tolerance level slide though,
Yeah.
because you can feel your tolerance is there, but then it's something inside of you, like you say, you wishful think, or you let something distract you or deceive you into staying.
Or you let it just keep going until like you basically just build up an emotional callus.
Oh my
You know,
God,
it's like people that
emotional
work with their
callous.
hands.
Did
You
y'all
know,
hear what he
the
just
first
said?
time you get burned, it hurts. The
Right.
second time you get burned, it hurts.
Bad.
The 80th time you get burned, it doesn't hurt as much.
Right.
The
Yeah.
1,000th time you get burned, you don't even notice.
Yeah.
Your arm's on fire.
You agree?
But it's still happening.
So I'm curious. So we talked about Justice League for a sec. I know we had talked about WandaVision before.
Yeah.
Talking about, I'm curious
I
if you're
watched
watching
WandaVision, too.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I'm
I
on my
have
way.
Not watched it.
I'm
but
on
I
my
will
way.
watch
You
it.
seen it already?
Oh yeah. So they're 2 episodes in, and they are hitting hard on the Black Lives Matter, on the whole like racism in America. Dude, they are crushing getting that message home.
So is it subliminal or is it direct?
Oh no, it's right up in your face.
Oh my God. Excuse me.
See your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I gotta
like,
watch
you
that.
can't-
You gotta watch
you can't-
2.
right.
I only gotta watch 1.
yeah, so like,
Maybe Justice
without
League
spoiling
again.
anything, the first one basically smacks you upside the back of the head
Mm-hmm.
about the banking industry, the financial industry.
Mm-hmm.
Second one, right between the eyes about cops.
Really?
Yep.
Isn't that something?
Well, that's
And they
something else
put
I
it
gotta
in
put
a
on my
Marvel? Oh my God, I gotta see this.
Well, but see, that it
Baby,
shouldn't be a huge
You
surprise.
shouldn't have seen that
Like,
already.
Marvel has always been, well, I mean, sci-fi, superhero, like they've always been messages about social justice and the need for change. And all this. I mean, since the very beginning.
True.
I'm just,
But not like that.
I'm just, no, I can hit you with a few.
Give me a movie. Give me a movie.
Not even necessarily.
You
Well,
got
I mean,
Well, the cartoons.
not even
back in
necessarily the
day,
movies, but
I can recall,
Batman.
like the cartoons.
Something like
back in the day,
Batman.
They would have like little small messages.
Oh, yeah.
Even at the end, they would have a little message.
and now you know, yeah.
And now you know.
But no, so I mean, it's, but I am. They are being very overt about it. And, I mean,
Oh.
it's which is
I
good.
need
You
to
know,
see that.
Because sometimes that's the avenue or that's the route we have to get messages through.
Yep.
In order for them to be received.
You have to sneak it in.
Yeah, you have to sneak
You can't.
it in. Yeah.
Here we
Because
gonna
if
go
all I
around
wanna
this
do is
corner.
watch Marvels, I'm not watching the news. So hey, I got to sneak this additive in to get my point across and give you something. To
Well, like,
think
damn,
about.
if that guy, dude, Falcon's a superhero and that shit's happening to, like, what the hell? Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
I agree. So that's 2 movies you
That's
have to
2 things
watch.
I have to watch.
And you ain't finished watching WandaVision. Where you
No,
been?
I-
No, you did not. And you was
I
cooking
said
people,
no.
roasting them about not watching these Marvels coming on. And
What time y'all been busy?
I've been safeguard. I've been holding it down.
I got to catch up on Snowfall.
What?
I have a lot of stuff I have to catch up on.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Aretha.
Well, you know what? Aretha was easy. Aretha was easy. It was one of those put on and it kind of flowed. You know.
I guess so.
I enjoyed it. You know, it was something that I wasn't expecting to watch.
You
that
better
fast.
stop eyeballing me, soldier. Don't be tensely looking. I'm gonna take your eyeballs out your eyes. Don't be looking at me like that. Okay.
Looking at
You be
like
like, I'm very serious about what it is that I'm saying here, and I'm like, man, if he don't, boy, if
I'm
you don't
very,
get that,
very serious about what I'm saying.
I guess so. Oh, I remember when we first started.
Right.
I was hitting the bell. Y'all trying to take the bell from me, but I'm gonna let you have your little way today.
Well, see, you got your bell. You got your bell ringing under control.
I guess
We
I
only get
do.
a bell every 2 or 3 shows now. What,
David, it was too. Oh, okay.
What else you have?
What was you got yours? And you was talking about the Aretha?
Aretha.
That's
Acid
something that you can
reflux.
twist up sometime.
Aretha. And Aretha.
Aretha.
I'm ready to meet an Aretha.
You making fun of me
Never. I'm never making fun of you.
all the time. Now you know Bruno Mars supposed to have this CBD line out.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
If it ain't
This
THC,
is like 2 days ago.
Don't CBD me.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't need any rubbing gels.
Are you freaking kidding
Give
me?
me some THC.
What? This helps with
Pain.
support joint health, reduces anxiety,
So it's a
headaches,
little exercise.
I was gonna say my buddy that's got gout uses it for his knee.
and does it help him?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God!
But
Because
I also I'm like, dude, but it just take an edible would do the same thing. Like
what? Edible had you somewhere in the sky somewhere.
Well, if you
like you
take
flying.
too much of it, yeah.
Like anything.
Ooh, I don't know.
Just
I
take
don't
a
know.
little.
I
Just
done
take a
seen-
bite, Tanya. Just take a bite. Why?
Because it absorbing your body different than marijuana smoked.
You want your instant gratification.
Don't
Well, I mean,
slow
that's
up.
the only
Don't
thing
slow up and
between
punch
your-
me in my eye like it's
And
going
that's
like
what
this.
it's gonna do. You're like, is that somebody at the door?
Bam! You be like, oh,
Who's
you got
that
me.
peeking in my window?
Hi, Shiny. But yeah, if the pharmaceutical companies are trying to press him with charges because his CBD oil, is actually, they said is 90% cheaper and 5 times stronger than the pharmaceutical CBDs.
You said 5 times stronger?
5 times stronger.
Okay.
5
and
times.
what's the name of this line? Dave, I may have to reconsider.
Okay. It is called Northern Sense CBD.
Okay.
And
Someone has some high joints.
right now he got it free. It's free for people. You just pay for the shipping right now for you to try it.
Nothing's free.
Okay, but okay.
Oh no, that's
shipping.
the first hits free is a tried and true business model.
And then,
Just like that crack. I'm going to give you that first rock for
I'm
free.
just- it's
and
a
believe me,
tried and
you'll
true
be
business
back.
model.
You'll be back.
you go. That's probably what it is. And he was saying that they were talking about him pressing charges because of that. You know, a lot of people are not purchasing their CBD oil, but they purchasing his. And he actually had the man from Maroon 5. He uses it. Mariah Carey, Adele uses it. You know, and they said that they get
So
good.
they're just hating on Bruno Mars and his line
Yes,
pretty much.
and they are trying to.
Shut
I mean,
it
Put
down.
him in jail
there are a
for
lot
10
of reasons
years.
to hate on Bruno Mars.
You know, he already making money.
I still want Morris Day to whip his ass.
Oh,
Are
God.
you freaking kidding me for the song he did? Oh, okay.
Oh, that like when
His new song is awesome.
as soon as Uptown Funk came, I was like, dude, did Morris Day release a new track? Who is this mother?
But I mean, it's
You had a problem with that,
the
David?
reincarnation of the
It was
time.
an homage.
It was an
nah,
homage.
man. He just read, dude. Him, Prince, everybody should have lined up and beat his ass.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Everybody like that. At least you. Well,
David,
not
if
everybody.
Prince
David.
and
Oh,
Morris
dude,
Day
it
were
was
still
it was
around
a
trying to
catchy
get-
song.
But yeah,
It's
so,
a good like I don't hate the song. I like the song,
But for him to do it,
but like you could have had a little hey, thanks Morris Day for everything. Like
y'all need to
What you say
listen to
there
the
for
new
everything?
one.
right.
Listen to
not for the beat. Just thanks for everything. You are who I am.
Yeah, because that is dude. That was the time. That was that was
Well,
Right, especially
listen
the
to
marching
his
out
new
at the end.
song. I'm gonna leave the door open.
Well, that's the collabo.
Did you
with
hear
Anderson
that?
Paak. Yeah, I like that.
Oh my God.
It
is
silks. What is the name of the group?
Something with silk.
Silk stylistic or silk
something
soul.
like that,
Yeah,
yeah.
I like that little groove.
I love the song.
You know, it has a nice little meaning. So, you know, to me, I like whatever's going on in my life at the time. You know what I'm saying? So, I may not like.
Jackie, excuse me, Jackie down there.
that was I didn't think my volume was even on.
Yeah, Jackie.
And more to the point, I wasn't trying to unmute it. But you know, how YouTube has that thing where like you touch to unmute, and I was just trying to skip ahead quick.
Yes, sir.
'cause,
Yeah. Yeah. So join the crowd with us.
it happens.
It does.
We're all
Okay,
here,
but
Tanya.
I know I did it the most, so ain't no shame in my game. Woo.
Shout out
Okay.
to Jackie.
Hey, Jackie.
She's immortalized.
She is. And she loves it. She thinks it's hilarious.
She's immortalized.
And for
doesn't even
him
know
to
it.
give her this thing that we do a name.
Right. We're Jackie.
Yes. Okay, so now we could jump off of that if you want, and while we got a little bit more time, and talk about interracial relationships. We might need to hit this up next week too.
Okay. What do you
And-
want to tap on this week?
Okay, it's like, oh, excuse me.
What you want to tap on?
Excuse me. Okay, yes. They were talking about know your differences in an interracial relationship. That a lot of people don't. I know your skin
I'm black
color.
or I'm white.
No, or I'm Italian or I'm Mexican. It can go like that. You know what I'm saying? But know your differences, the culture differences regarding topics, relationships,
Okay.
religion, diets.
Okay.
Because everybody got a different outlook in the different cultures.
Okay.
And you have to be able to sit down and talk with your partner about it without being offended.
Well, yeah, you got to be relatable. And I mean,
well, but that's not even interracial relationship. That's just relationships.
But it's more enforced with somebody that have two different cultures.
It is more likely to be something that will have a conflict arise.
It would be
I
a
would agree
clash,
that. Yeah.
Where they would clash.
well, I think that would be a good icebreaker.
For sure.
So, instead of coming in with thinking I know everything about you or your race or your religion, hey, let's talk. Well, this is what I do. How do you experience? How do you cook your black eyed peas, or how do you cook your chicken, or let's debunk
What do you mean
myths.
you go to church for 4 hours every Sunday?
Right. So, well, yeah, and this and that. So to me, that would be a good icebreaker as far as trying to get to know somebody.
Truth.
So yes, I want to know something that's not going to offend them.
Yes.
That's not going to bridge the gap in us getting to know each other.
Well, and some of it comes down to phrasing. Because
Yeah.
if you start off with, "Hey, is it true that?" you're probably going to get hit.
Yeah.
But
Or why
I
is
heard
it that?
that. You heard what?
Okay, now they were talking about the different challenges as well that they have to face. Are most people up for the challenge of loss of contact with family and friends, of disappointment?
If they already hate them.
Yeah, negative comments online or media, negative stereotyping, open hostility and intimidation, reject from family and being disinherited, a sense of isolation. I mean, I see a lot of interracial relationships, and then they also talk about the children, but we ain't gonna get on that just yet. But it is so much to come at them.
as a guy who grew up in New Hampshire,
Oh my God!
one of the whitest, most wonder-bred states in the nation,
Here we go.
and dated the only black girl in the entire high school, which was 3
got
towns
it.
combined, and had to deal with being all that shit from my family.
That's why Dave like that coffee. Now you know, Tanya.
That cream
Oh,
in the coffee.
Dude, I lived in D.C. And I had a
Cream in
good
the
time when I was living in D.C. Dude, I'd say, and that's what people are like, well, what's your type?
Okay.
I'm like, I don't have one. It's, yeah.
Okay, so I could ask him this question. What made you look at this young lady? Even go by what you've heard, what you've seen in your own culture. What made you want to pursue her, and she was from another culture, when everybody say you should stay in your own culture?
Her personality. And it's dude, I've never, you put a lineup of, I don't know, 10 women of varying races, size, whatever. I'm not okay. Yes, that one's classically attractive. Yes, you've got the 6 foot tall blonde that's stacked. Yeah, you've got the 36, 24, 36, but only if she's 5'3". But see,
Did he just rap?
But no, to me, it's always been more about personality than anything else. And
So why can't a lot of people look at personality over skin tone?
I don't know, why did they just try to make it really hard for black people to vote in Georgia again? I don't know.
Oh,
Why do you
Okay.
like salt pork over smoked turkey?
well, that's not the same. That is not the same thing. I feel like a lot of people, what I've learned, they want to keep their culture going. And sometimes they feel like when you mix cultures, that their culture is being depleted.
It gets
While,
stronger.
Yeah, I
while
mean,
the
I've
other
heard that
culture
before.
See, and to me,
is
that's-
being.
Well, not really, because they say the thing is, they're always going to say that black dominates. So if you're white, if you're Asian, and you have a child with a black person, they're black.
But
And
wait
I
a
mean,
minute.
that's just what society says.
But-
So to me, it's not the black culture isn't going to get depleted because our gene dominates. They say,
But
it takes
I've
over.
seen some people that had a white parent and a black parent, and the kid was white. Look white.
Well,
You would have to
sometimes
go
it happens.
in and take
Well,
some
yeah,
blood
sometimes it goes back.
and be like, wait a minute, your daddy black? They be like, girl,
Well, you got the grandfather,
you
the
look like
grandmother,
Barbie
went back a couple
and
generations.
Ken.
Yeah, because so do you feel that you are the
It's almost
exact?
time.
Are you feel like you're the exact? Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Depiction of your mom and dad, or did it go back a couple generations where you look more like your grandmother on your father's side, or more
I look like
your,
my father.
Okay, well, your father might have had some
My
strong
grandfather.
genes.
Yeah.
And I like
Although crazily, I look exactly like my dad. But like I had red hair when I was a kid, and that wasn't a thing. But my grandfather did. Like I have a picture that I love because it freaks people out when they come over. It's my dad, my mom, and me when I'm like 6 months old, and people come over and they see that picture and they're like, "Dude, who's that girl? Who's the baby? And why are you wearing like a 70s corduroy suit? Like what the hell's going on?"
But David, what would you do before we get out of here? I know we over time. What would you? I mean, the ridicule and everything. How would you deal with that?
You're either I did. You're either strong enough.
Dave looks like the guy to throw him a finger.
Yeah, you're either strong enough to do it.
You do it. What would you do?
Hey, well, I mean,
it's not your life.
Yeah, and I mean, the thing is, you kind of know what you're getting into. You know the area, the society that you're living in, so you kind of know what to expect. So if it's something you want, you
see.
roll
And I
with the
wasn't
punches.
ready for it. I didn't think it was going to be a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
It
when
was.
people,
Well, yeah, but the thing is, we know more now
Yeah.
than what we do.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's just like any kid now. If they didn't grow up in that type of household and they started dating a Asian person or, you know, somebody outside of their race, all we know is each other.
Yep.
It's not until we get older we start having these thoughts
Or
about
talk.
other people and cultures and things like that.
So it's like my son
Yeah.
has had 2 friends named Calvin since he was like 5 years old.
Okay.
And it's white Calvin and black Calvin. Not for any reason other than that Calvin's white, that Calvin's
Right,
black,
right.
and that's how they. Yeah, it is what it is. And like, but that's that's my whole thing is I've never understood like being upset about somebody else's relationship or because I always say, dude, it's like going to a sub shop and getting all pissed off because the guy in front of you is ordering a meatball sub and you're getting a club sandwich. What do you care? You ain't putting it in your mouth.
Right.
It's got nothing to do with you.
they feel there's a reflection of them,
No, they don't have a fucking life.
of the culture.
And you got to worry
But
about
they
my
feel like-
sandwich or
Yeah.
my life. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to put some mustard on it. So you gonna do what we tell you to do. You heard me?
You need to put some life into your life and don't worry about my
They
shit.
be like, no. Okay, we need to talk about this next week, especially about the children and the children of interracial marriages and what they go through.
Okay.
And the different things, if you don't mind. That's where my list come in. You know, I just
Dr.
that was my
Phil.
list. Thank you.
Dr.
Hey,
Phil.
Dr.
All right.
Dorsey in here.
Well, as we close tonight's show, we want to thank everybody for tuning in.
I can't stand
Nick,
you. Tell me
get
you
well.
going to Atlanta or Florida. I can't stand you.
Come on, Tanya.
Thank you, David, for your input. Of
Thank you,
course.
Dave. Thank you, Tanya. Shout out to my people in Atlanta.
Hi, Ray.
What's up, Ray? What's up, Kev?
Them eyes.
What's up, Jay? What's up, Dre?
His eyes now.
Huh?
You know how you got to think about your eyes now.
What's up, Boog?
Okay. Bye, Boogie.
Everybody, have
All
a
right.
great day. Be safe out
See
there.
you
We'll
soon,
see you next
Nicholas.
week.
All right.
Shout out to your mom. Love you.